Hello everybody, this is Waldorf.
And this is Statler.
Today we've got Battle Report 119.
119. Colonial Carnage 2018.
Yep.
Is that the same as 2018?
It is.
Game 2.
This is the game 2 of the team tournament.
Yes.
My Highborn Elves versus...
The Vampire Covenant.
It is. Great. This is a great guy. This is
Is he a vampire?
He is. He's a vampire. He's one of the true classics of the Mid-Atlantic scene.
Okay.
Great guy to play.
Okay.
I was actually extremely fortunate for most of this tournament. Fantastic players.
That's what you were saying earlier.
All right. Here's my army list. Pause, scan through it if you feel the need. If you've listened to the first one, you heard the same thing.
Right.
My opponent had Vampire Covenant. He had a count, which is the Brotherhood of the Dragon. He's the general apprentice on occultism. Has the Dead Arise, paired weapons, Crimson Rage, Touch of Greatness, Legend of the Black King, and the Skeleton Steed.
I love Touch of Greatness as a name. I just would prefer it was on a good army, not an evil army.
Not on an evil army.
Yeah.
Touch of Greatness on a vampire doesn't quite fit
exactly.
for you. Is that what you're saying?
That's not what I think of. You know, an elf or a human, it'd be great.
The touch of ultimate evil.
Yeah,
or something?
exactly. A touch of evil would be fine, or a touch of despair, or, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so another count. Then he has another count. He has two counts. Brotherhood of the Dragon. He can count.
I object on 2 counts.
Yes. Apprentice of Occultism. Halberd with the Monster Hunter. So double. Oops. Hey, look at that. Get back there. What are you doing? Thank you.
It's telling you you're reading too slow.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter, multi-wounds versus giants. Blessed Inscriptions, Basalt Infusion, Cursed Medallion, Talisman of Shielding, and Skeleton Seal. These guys are carrying a lot of stuff.
Yep, likes to keep them alive.
Then he has a courtier.
And hurt people.
Another Brotherhood of the Dragon. This one's the BSB with an Apprentice of Occultism.
Okay.
Paired weapons, Lance, Lucky Charm, and a Skeletal Steed.
So he's all occultism.
All the occultism all the time. Of course, he's taken the Arise, And
they're all apprentices, so I like that.
2 units of 8 direwolves with champions. 2 units of 31 skeletons.
So they count as core because
they are core.
There are 8 of them.
And they're actually fantastic at hitting a monster that has to challenge.
Yes, and they keep going back. Yep. But I'm back.
12 Baronites, 5 full command and Flaming Banner, a unit of 5 Baronites with a musician, and 2 Shrieking Horrors.
Shrieking Horrors.
Yeah, I don't see those around much anymore.
Yeah, I think they made them a little better in this version, but yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a huge fan. Well, they were broken before, so.
So, left side of the board, the deployment type was the counter thrust.
Well.
Yeah. Where you place a unit, he has to place one.
This is rated PG channel, buddy.
Sorry. He has to place his unit 20 inches away, then he goes back to the next player, that back and forth. And you cannot drop an army until you're at 6 units or on the board.
I'm surprised they chose that for a tournament.
It's an older one. I mean, it's been around for a while.
I know, I'm just more because it takes longer to
place. Yeah.
To place.
At least it used to be that you had to play out the whole thing.
Right, that's true.
Now you can finally drop out. You can
how long were the turns? 2 hours
turns were,
and a half?
No, they were 2:45 or 3 hours.
Okay, so that's all right.
There's plenty of time per turn.
Yeah,
I thought
that's fine then.
Some people still didn't get all the turns done, but
you're going to have those people in those armies.
Even
if you had 6 hours, you're going to have those people.
I agree. I think some people play to the time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. We've got plenty of time. This is a 3-hour tournament.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you got to announce it 2.5 hours and actually allow 2 hours, 25 minutes. Right. Anyway, so there's the left-hand side of the board. There's a ruin, hill, impassable, wall.
A stone and a wall. Okay.
This over here in the middle of my army, down here in the bottom right, is a forest. I've pushed the trees aside. If you have noticed, there have been trees this year.
Yes.
I was kidding around with Todd, and I said, "Holy crap! You had enough time to grow trees over the last since the last one." Anyway, yeah, he apparently took it to heart that I made fun of him not having trees last year. Yeah. And he had them. He just didn't deploy them.
Right.
He was convinced people would just move them out of the way.
So us making fun of people actually has an impact?
Apparently it did. So there we go. There's the rest of his army. And after it's deployed, actually this is turn 1 now. Here's the problem.
Need some spray paint on those movement trays.
This is the bare woodlands.
Yeah.
So this was the deployment. Again, left. Let's see, where's the other side? There's the right-hand side. On his, you can see the 2 shrieking horrors.
I see the obligatory wall in the middle of nowhere.
The big. So this unit is the 14 Barrow Knights, or 12 Barrow Knights, whichever it was, and all 3 characters.
Ah, okay. You don't want to be fighting him.
So no, I don't want to fight him with everything.
Yeah.
2 units of skeletons, 2 units of dire wolves, and off to the far left. Oops, wrong way. I thought I would click left.
You went left to see what it looked like, yeah.
And far left, there's a unit of 5 Barrow Knights just hanging out in the ruin.
Yep, they got ghost steps. So
now, the issue that I had, again, like I said, this is one of the funner guys in the Mid-Atlantic to play. If you ever get a chance, it's awesome. But we were joking around, laughing, having a great time, and I look up and we're like halfway through turn 1. I'm like, oh, I haven't taken any pictures yet.
Oh.
I took the pictures initially as he was finishing deploying, set the camera down, then it just started going. So anyway, turn 1, you can see on the right, he's moved up and covered the wall. Moved up his skeletons to the wall. Yep, and I think this is the bottom of turn 1, actually. We'll see in just a moment. The shrieking horrors were on the other side of that hill. They flipped over to this side because I shot at them with the sky sloops, and he doesn't want that to happen anymore. So they hopped over there, and yes, this is now. And again, this will calm down, and I will start getting pictures in a minute.
Is this after I walked up and asked you about pictures?
This could have been. Yeah. This is okay. My turn 2. The swordsman made a long charge. They needed a 10. It's not huge.
No, it's Swift Stride. It's not.
But he needed a long charge into this unit, and they took it and made it.
Swift Stride because of your banner.
Swift Stride because of the banner.
Which doesn't exist anymore.
Which is no longer a viable option. So I charged into the flank of this unit because I thought that would be interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure he didn't.
So there you have it.
Nice picture.
The dragon also charged, but did not quake. My thumb over there on the left-hand side. Dragon also charged, but didn't make it.
Okay.
Went forward.
Attempted to charge.
You can see on the far right, there's a unit of...
I think we're going to have to get the 9th Age rules guys to edit your speech patterns.
Thank you. A Highborn Lancer unit moves out on the far right.
Okay.
Sky sloops stay where they are. They figured they can't shoot up the... shrieking horrors. They'll start shooting up some Barrow Knights.
Yeah, good luck with that.
It'll work. I'll shoot them up.
You'll shoot them up. Yes, you will.
Unfortunately, I don't think they'll come back.
Yeah.
And the Lion Guard move up fairly aggressively in the center of the board, with the spearmen trailing a bit behind them. We're at a bit of a standoff over here between his Barrow Knights and my Highborn Lancers on the left. But I'm okay with that. I really only need 1 unit. And this scenario was the I believe we were playing Capture the Flags.
Oh, okay.
In this one. There you go. And the Swordmasters crushed the unit of skeletons.
No surprise there. Hitting on 2s.
There was 33 of them. I wasn't sure I was going to get through them.
Yeah.
But they did.
And you have how many of those guys?
14.
14 attacks.
I think 2 were out. The one file on the far end couldn't get out because they were too close to the dogs. So it was only like having 12.
Ah.
and the one on this end is the champ. So I was down 3 attacks.
There you go.
But anyway, yeah, they crushed them.
Hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s.
Yeah, it was bad. Anyway, I had 18 attacks and I killed 15 skeletons.
Yeah.
So it actually rolled fairly well in top of everything.
Yep, and you have full rank, so
overran to here.
Okay.
And we're moving on to turn 2.
Okay.
Actually, that turn 2 should have been earlier.
Yeah. It's in the wrong spot.
Based on what I saw.
Yeah.
His turn 2.
Yeah. There you go.
There we go. We'll go with that.
We'll go with that. That works. Do the trees ever make an appearance in this game after you ridicule them?
Apparently not.
Them? That's
kind of odd.
That's very magnanimous of you.
Maybe there wasn't trees in them. Anyway, so
were they made out of Skittles and you ate them?
It could be. You see the 2 sky sloops have shot off 2 of his Barrow Knights. There's 2 missing, and it's hard to tell, but there's 2 missing in the back. He's got these really, really nice built models. I mean, he's got them. There's like. He's got columns, and the knights are going over them and flying over them and things. Not just the columns. He has columns with actual models on them. Yeah, it's an interesting concept from some armies I've seen.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
you pursued in that case.
I pursued in the case to see how far I could get when I didn't go very far.
Yeah, were you hoping?
I was hoping to get a really good number, and I mean, one way or another, I had both these guys in my flank, and I know they're not going to come fight me, so whether I face them or not doesn't matter.
Really?
They're not coming to fight me.
Okay. 2 of them on your flank?
No, they're just going to come yell at me. It's much safer on them this way.
It is safer, but yeah.
I mean, because I'll go first and kill 1 or 2 of them. I mean, I'll put a wound or 2. I'll probably put a wound. I'll put a wound on each one, maybe, and now it just knocks this yelling down. Anyway. And as where they are still within 18 of the dragon, which gives them the leadership 10 at least. So maybe he should have gone and charged them. But anyway,
the thing with the stomps and everything,
right,
hurt you bad.
It could. Yeah, they're just inside 18 when we measured it. Oops, I was supposed to take that out. Anyway, so turn 3.
I think we're on turn 3. I'm not sure.
So turn 3. So the two Shrieking Horrors have yelled off 6 of them, which is average because they're leadership 10.
Right.
At the moment. Checking his arc to see where I am with the skeletons. Now turn 3. Wow, this is really bad. So the remaining.
Having too much fun.
The remaining rank of Swordmasters makes it a hard right turn into this.
This is a little secret here for our viewers. If you take a lot of pictures, you're either bored or you don't like who you're playing against. If you miss photos, you're enjoying the game.
When I start missing this many photos, I'm having a fantastic time.
Yes.
So anyway, so the Swordmasters went into the Shrieking Horror on my left, and the dragon. And I don't know what I was thinking here. The dragon declares a charge on the dire wolves. Because I'm like,
you like champions. You like fighting champions.
I need a 15 to get in there. I'm like, oh, this will be great. I'll go munch them, and I'm like 8 inches, maybe 9 from that other Shrieking Horror. And now with Swordmasters on one, the dragon on the other, they're both gone.
Yeah,
I've got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
And then right after I attempted this charge, luck was with me because I could not roll an 8, and I failed to get in. But right after I did this, I was like, "Oh, that's a terrible move."
Yeah.
And that's a problem with having a great time.
Yes. How bad is it to get flanked by a unit of vampire knights with 3 vampires in it?
Not bad at all. So here, the Lion Guard. Let's see if you can see it better from this picture. Probably not. Okay. Maybe. No. Okay. Yeah.
I see a die.
Okay. So the Lion Guard on the right have charged in the front of this direwolf unit.
Okay. And they'll be able to get around the so no problem.
What's that?
They'll be able to get around the impassable.
The Lion Guard, the one on the far right.
Yeah. Oh, the one on the far right.
The far right has charged them in the front.
I'm sorry. Okay.
And my idea here is they're going to go slam them in the front and just completely eliminate them. The Highborn Lancers down here on the hill, they need a 9 to get to the front corner, but they can't get to the front corner. They're in the flank. They can't get to the front corner, but since you can wheel once 90 degrees, they're going to go all the way past this wheel you were thinking.
Yeah.
Correct, and slam it in the side, which gives me the overrun into the skeletons.
Yeah.
And these guys, my plan is these guys will go slam it. turn around and face the center of the board, so they're ready to go at the skeletons or the shrieking horrors.
Okay.
That's my plan. And in this case, it all works. You know, both units gets in. You can see my sword masters over there. They're in. Everything's looking good. Even my dragon failed his charge, which is also fantastic.
Yes.
Everything worked out.
See, that post doesn't have a skeleton on top, so, you know.
Post doesn't have a skeleton
I see that skeleton block. With the,
oh, yes, with the post. That is just a filler, though.
Yeah, he's slacking then.
He is. Maybe put a skeleton or two on top of that, climbing up it.
Yeah.
The spear block has moved up, brings me my BSB into the middle of the fray, which is nice. Always nice to have.
And you decide to chaff up those knights with your lancers?
Yeah, because my dragon moved forward 5 on or something on the failed charge, and I'm like, this was just dumb. So now my lancers pay the price. And you can see them doing it right now. The eagle, meanwhile, is chaffing up those dire wolves because I don't want the dire wolves charging my dragon and tying it up for a turn or two. Because in his turn, he could feed that unit into me.
Yeah, then on your turn, you get rid of him. But yeah.
Maybe.
But then he might be able to charge you. Yeah.
So, so this is the fight up top where the Swordmasters are fighting the Shrieking Horror. They get, I don't know, 5, 8, 10, 13 hits, but only do 5 wounds, which leaves it alive, unfortunately. And with its dying gasp, it stomps on them, kills 3,
right,
and then crumbles off the board and goes away. So, got that for
you didn't reform? Because it put you in arc.
I have not yet.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I overran.
Oh, you overran. Okay.
But on the left, you can see the line guard.
So you got rid of those dogs as we thought you would, and
the line guard and the other unit crushed the dogs. Overran
and you made your
what I
roll
want
smack them
into
in
the
the flank. Yeah.
So I'm really happy with that unit pinned down.
Yep.
Swordmaster. There's the Swordmasters. Overran forward just to get out of the way of everything. With all my new stuff coming up, I'm very happy. I'm hoping I'll go back there. He'll just kind of leave me alone, and I'll recover that unit. Keep it around as a unit. So there's the overall look of the game.
Look at the angle of that eagle. What was your thought there?
He's on the eagle that way. He's going to run right along the side of my spearman.
You didn't want him running into your spearman?
Yeah, I don't want him on my spearman.
Okay.
Because there's always a chance I don't kill him immediately. I especially don't want him overrunning it where I have to kill him in my turn.
Okay.
But anyway, that was the plan. I just don't want him to hit anything.
Okay.
So that's it. Going into his...
I would have thought you'd want him in your spearman to get him out of the way of your dragon and stuff.
No, I'll eat him eventually.
Yeah. Okay.
So there you have that. So because of that, you can see the Barrow Guard get all
come
brave.
into play. Yep.
They're like, hey, look, no one's looking at us. Let's come on out of these ruins. It's safe.
We wish we could march this far away.
That's the problem, is it can't march. On the top right-hand side, you can see the Shrieking Horror is not doing what I wanted him to do.
He's running, Bob was my friend.
And he's good. Bob's my friend, and there's only 4 of you little guys left. So that's not going to go well for you, because now you're outside of the 18-inch bubble.
Yes.
The dogs have come in to eat the eagle, and the dragons are coming. The Brotherhood of the Dragon Knights and everything else are coming in to slaughter my silver helm.
The dogs may or may not
eat
the eagle.
Yeah.
We'll see.
7 attacks, strength 4.
Yeah.
And there you have that. So we just pick up I just picked these up, didn't I? Why is it? Oh, up on top, the guy the Shrieking Horror yells at him.
Use a lightning bolt.
He used a lightning bolt on me. And he zapped him off. The dead those aren't. He zapped them so hard, my Swordmaster turned into skeletons
before they dissolved.
Exactly.
He zapped the skin right off of them. There you go.
Just happened. That's where his dead pile from his skeletons ended up. These guys, I don't think I even made him roll. He had 3 vampires in that unit.
They were all in contact.
Yeah, it was bad. The dire wolves have eaten my eagle and fled in pursuit on through.
You never know. You may have had one survive and killed a knight for him to raise later.
Yes. I did do my eagle attacks and killed his dog champion, which was nice.
Okay.
So now I'm not as scared of that unit. Of course, he can always grow it back.
Yeah.
So going into my turn, this is what I'm looking at. There, and that's what it looks like the other side. Because you can see that after he killed my Highborn Lancers with the guys on the hill, he turned kind of into more towards the center of the board.
Right.
Just to give him more options. We'll go into turn 4 for me. And again, my Lion Guard decide they're going to eat skeletons. I went into here. I don't think it's much of a risk. They are hand weapon and shield guys, but I think between these two units, I'll do enough damage to crumble them and be able to face. The danger, of course, is I don't crumble them, and this unit can charge something. The unit on the far left.
Yeah.
The Barrow Knights can charge something.
So scary charging. It's just hard to kill the guys.
Of
course, they might crumble away after you kill a whole bunch of skeletons.
Right. So this turn, it's the Reaver's turn. They come up to chaff the
the
Knights. Both my sloops have moved off here to the right. Dragon up there in the center. And the Spearmen have kind of moved across the wall, turned right to face into where the Reavers are.
Okay.
So what I'm looking for here...
Can you get past the Line Reavers to charge them?
He cannot.
Okay.
I checked that.
Okay.
So what I'm looking for here is him to come to charge the Reavers, to clear the chaff, and then make a decision on where he faces. And I can, like I said, I've got the 1-2, and the 2 Sky Sloops can come in and add impact hits, you know, based on what I think is best.
Or charge out with a vampire.
Or he does have a choice right now of charging out a vampire into either the Spearman or the Dragon.
Right. Or the Reavers.
Or the Reavers. But then if he does the Reavers, then he's sitting. But
yeah,
I mean, he definitely has a few options there.
Yeah.
So we got that. But I'd really like him just to come forward and kind of
sit there and then you can charge him with everybody.
Yeah. Don't think that's going to happen, but you know, it's worth a shot. So I get the Oaken thrown off. Oh, the Dragon Rider unleashed his mighty Strength 3 breath weapon.
Oh, there you go.
And killed off a couple of the dire wolves.
Okay.
For
now, at least.
I was actually hoping to get him down to kill one more, and then they would have been outside of the bubble range.
Yeah.
Is what I was actually kind of looking for.
Yeah, let's see, boost it. Yeah.
Yeah. So these two units do manage
to... You filleted them so much that just made... They moved so quickly you couldn't even focus on them.
Couldn't even focus. They turned around. And then, for whatever reason,
You turned both of them on?
I did, because the way they were positioned, the Highborn Lancers there, this isn't their first round of combat, so they cannot do an overrun.
Right.
And if I pivot the Lion Guard around, they're going to be behind the Highborn Lancers. So the Highborn Lancers definitely have to turn and face the Barrow Guard. Because they have two choices, face the Barrow Guard or face, you know, give their backs to them.
Who's up next? I'm sorry?
He is.
So
by doing it, like I said, either one of these units could face the other way, and he has a rear charge on it.
Yeah, but you're with an 18 of your general.
I'm not worried about breaking a run. I'm just worried about him coming in and just crunching a bunch of them. And if he hits the Lion Guard, he could hit it. Right now he can hit the. If I give him the rear of the Barrow Guard, he can move the Shrieking Horror up, hit the rear of the other guys. Move these up, hit the rear of the Lion Guard, and then.
Yeah, the way you have them now, you can angle them more. I mean.
Yeah. Anyway,
okay, all right.
I wasn't real happy with the whole situation.
Yeah.
But I think with the Dragon and everything else moving up, I'm not that afraid of that Shrieking Horror back there anymore.
Yeah.
Because my 18-inch bubble's back in.
Right.
He's needing 4s to wound. He's only killing 3 on a yell.
Yeah.
No matter what he comes at.
It'd be nice to be able to charge him.
It would, but I think the bigger problem for me right now is these guys.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want to let him loose.
Sure.
And he doesn't like me looking at him.
So he goes into the ruins.
Goes back to the heights where he started from. Over on the right, you can see I've killed off the whole back row with shooting.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, he has a front row and 4, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So that's only 4, 5, 6
Barrow
Knights left.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes down to fight the Reavers.
Then on his turn he charges you. Okay.
And then on his turn
and he grows a few back.
And there's a few back already.
Yep.
And a few more back.
Yeah.
It's a multiplying thing. And then he gets his Dead Arise spell and raises some zombies.
To block you, okay. Yep.
To make sure that the spearmen can't get into his flank.
Yep.
I tried to dispel. If I remember correctly, he used 2 dice. So it only went off with a 4, and I tried to dispel with 2 dice and could not do it. The Shrieking Horror came up, yelled at my Highborn Lancers.
Showed you what for? Okay.
And 4 of those disappeared. Remember I said he's only going to kill 3? I was a little off on that.
Yeah. Well.
Just by 1. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so the remaining guy does flee and heads out to the center of the board. And we move to my turn 5.
Well, at least with the new rules, they'll be able to rally the single guys easy again.
No change. To rally him? No,
I said that rally too.
It's the if they do rally, then they get
right.
They no longer that decimated check.
Yes. They'll be able to maneuver against what I meant.
Right. Okay. All right. So that's what we got there. And what do we got? There we go.
We got some focus.
Maybe not so much focus, but
hey, he actually beat your Reavers. I'm shocked.
He did crush my Reavers, and that's where we're standing there. All right, so you can see where I've deployed everything back around. Since those guys rallied the Highborn Lancer over there by the Impassable on the far left.
There you go.
I checked out the distance, and the Lion Guard now have turned around and moved forward a bit towards the shrieking horror.
You check the distance.
He's
too far from his general.
He's too far from his general to march,
so he can't march. Okay.
And his movement will not take him out of their arc.
Okay.
The dragon is there on the wall, facing towards it as well.
Only his base is on the wall.
Yeah, that's true. He hopped off.
He's staying behind.
He did not want to ride the base.
Just advancing with his feet.
So again, there's.
Okay.
I can get through there.
Okay.
If he tries to just back straight up his max distance, the dragon can go eat him. If he tries to go forward, the Lion Guard can eat him.
Mm-hmm.
One way or another, he's due to die.
Okay.
And over here on the right, you can see the Sky Sloops within a foot now. Again, knock this unit way down to the front rank.
Are they allowed to stay on the water?
What's that?
The flyer.
Yeah, water is dangerous terrain to infantry.
Yeah,
that's it.
I just think you could land in dangerous terrain for some reason, unless you had Strider.
You can land in a forest.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's for that. And his turn.
And he comes back.
So
hey, I can beat one guy.
Back to his turn. There's only one guy alive, and he's not even looking at him. So they're coming back out.
He wishes he could march farther.
He didn't need ethereal at this point to walk out and out of this ruin because he knew the path so well.
Yeah.
He had worn down all the stones between me and him. So he tries to come back out. The Shrieking Horror comes up and just yells to hope, get some type of vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
He yelled at the dragon just because, nothing else was really going to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Even the dragon wasn't going to do anything, but he felt better yelling at the biggest thing out there.
Right.
So he backed up to there. You can see his both his dire wolves and his general's unit have made march checks and just move forward full.
Mm-hmm.
They're just tired. They're done. They don't want to do it anymore. And there you have that. So he's down to just the front rank with this unit of Barrow Knights on the left, which means there's only 2 knights left in there. But this is his movement phase. No, this is back to me again. So back to me again. The dragon, who's very frustrated because he hasn't fought in anything this entire tournament yet.
Yeah, it's only game 2.
Decides to go in and help the Lion Guard because they need assistance. They needed the
assistance.
Those strength 7 attacks aren't going to do it.
Yeah.
So I don't count this as having the dragon in a meaningful fight.
Yeah.
In addition to the dragon going there, the spears went into the zombies just because
there was no one that was going to countercharge them.
Right. And that's kind of where it ended.
Okay.
I shot this. He grew. It doesn't really show it here, but
he grew.
This after he moved down here on the bottom left with the Baronites.
Mm-hmm.
He grew some of them back, and I shot at them and knocked them back down. But I did get a quarter. Half points for the unit.
Oh, you got another quarter. Okay.
I believe, if I remember correctly.
Well, that worked out for you.
No, actually, you know what? I did not.
I mean, not that there are that many points by themselves.
I didn't. You're right. I did not. When he grew them back, I didn't even put. He put dice down.
Okay.
For how many he had.
Mm-hmm.
I shot at him with the first one and said, "Okay, it's done," because I could not bring him down. Didn't have enough. And that was it.
Okay.
So it was a 12-8 victory. But with the, what do you call it? The secondary objective, it turned out to a 15-5.
You got all the flags, okay.
I did, because he had...
Because you got rid of all skeletons, I guess they had flags and...
Well, I got rid of the 2 skeletons and...
Oh, and you didn't lose anybody.
And I did. I lost the Swordmasters.
Oh, yeah.
But he had lost 2 to my 1.
Yeah.
So, like I said, 15-5 after that one.
Okay.
Not bad. And then, because of that, after this, we were in... After the second game, we were in second place after
Second
this.
place the team was in second place. Okay. So, you guys are...
We're doing well.
Doing well.
We are. Happy. We're on a roll.
Yeah, in a good spot.
Here we are. All right. And that'll do it for game 2.
Until next time.